Salutations, lads, lassies, and gamers of all kind, and welcome to space. We're going to space today. I'm not taking you back. So today I thought, man, editing a video on Rivals of Aether that's 45 minutes long is really hard. I am also, coincidentally, going through a Ben 10 hyperfixation, so I thought... Oh, sorry, not this one. No, not this one either. No, just... Sorry, that was embarrassing. I thought, why not just make a tier list of all the Ben 10 aliens? Because if there's anything that's gonna make me popular on the internet, it's sharing my unwanted opinions. But since this is, like, for lack of a better word, boring, I've decided to create what we know as a Snorlax camera. Very creative, I know. In order for me to have something to comically zoom into when I say something funny. Without further ado, let's cause some discourse. First up, Heat Blast. We know him. Everyone knows Heat Blast. He's the alien. Like, if you tell somebody to name a Ben 10 alien, who are they gonna say? Forearms. But if you tell them to name another alien, they'll probably say Heat Blast. Honestly, Heat Blast's design and power is just really cool. Got a lot more fire output than Swampfire too, with baby Pyronites throwing temper tantrums that exceed supernova levels of heat. I'd say Heat Blast, solid A tier. Wild Mutt is just a dog with no eyes. Like, sure, he's kinda cool, but like, overall, he's just a dog. Gonna have to go like low C. Now, Diamond Head is where this gets based. Diamond Head is the true definition of like peak alien in the original 10. Obviously an S. Like, what can Diamond Head not do? Break. Next up, accelerate. Fast! If you know me, which you don't, and you know, I adore super speed just as a power. But there's one thing holding Accelerate back. He looks like a Monsters Inc. character. Like, look at him. Tell me this couldn't be in Roar Omega Roar from Monsters University. But overall, very good alien. I'd have to go A. Now, Gray Matter. Gray Matter's just small.
I can deny it no longer. I am small.
He's going into the tier with Wild Mutt. Forearms is like the alien. I said that like 15 seconds ago. You ask someone to name an alien from Ben 10, who do you think they'll say? Humongosaur. But before that, they'd probably say Forearms. Obviously has to go into A tier with these two. Stinkfly, no. Like, look at him. He's gross. Let me ask you this. If you, Josh, if you had the Omnitrix, would you turn into Stinkfly? No, you wouldn't. Thing is, he has better flying aliens too. He has Ghost Freak in this series. So why would you want to be Stinkfly? Ripjaws is just... Look at him. I'm going to pull up a whole picture of Ripjaws right now. Like, Ripjaws should have looked like this from day one. This guy looks like a high schooler. Do really like him in Omniverse though. But like, no. I think Ripjaws is a D. Upgrade though is pretty alright. I know a lot of people like Upgrade, and I know that I'm probably gonna get like burned at the stake for sacrilege. But like, I don't know. Upgrade's just pretty good. That's all I've like known him as. And also, might get lit ablaze for saying this, but the color scheme of Reboot Upgrade is better. Just the color scheme, nothing else. Don't accuse me of blasphemy. Ghost Freak is just edgy. Like, he's just a ghost. He's like... One thing I do really like about Ghost Freak is he's the only alien in the entire series to just leave. He just left the Omnitrix because he didn't want to be there anymore. Overall, I think I'm going to put Ghost Freak in D. Now, Cannonball is a ball, and that's awesome. Cannonball is a very simple design, but it's just like, come on. If you had the chance to become a huge ball, man, would you? Yeah, you would, because you aren't stupid. Gotta put Cannonball in solid B. Wildvine is cringe. So is Buzzshock. We don't even need to talk about this, right? We all in agreement here? Okay, cool. Arctiguana, kinda like Wild Mutt for me. He's just like, why? Like, his power's pretty cool, but like, I don't know. Think high C. Now, Benwolf, his name is not Blitzwolfer, that's evil. Ben Wolf is pretty cool. However, I hate his name. It's a stupid name based on a stupid joke. Alright, here's an alien lesson with Snorlax, alright? So picture this. Your alien is a werewolf. A wolf, a dog. Dogs go woof, woof, woof. And that is your alien's main power. Aside from being a werewolf, his barks shoot sonic blast. Call it subwoofer. Call it subwoofer! For that, you're going in C tier with your dog brethren. Upchuck, though, is ballin'. Upchuck is so cool. Like, hold on. That's actually, I don't like that version of Upchuck as much as the other one. Look at this guy. Bro looks so funky. Like, look at him. Bro is mischievous. I don't know what the word scrunkly means, but he definitely fits it. So yeah, Upchuck's definitely an S. Fight me. I think we can classify Snarrow and Frankenstrike in the same. They're just, I think all the Neuraliens are gonna have to go here. Yo, editing Snorlax here for a disclaimer. Pretend I put Frankenstrike in, like, middle B, because when I made this tier list, I completely forgot about this line.
Frankenstrike? Against a whole mob of zombie clowns? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so he gets put up on the tier list just for that joke. Okay, bye. Next we have iGuy, who... No. What's good about iGuy? He looks awful. It's just, no good. For the exact opposite reason as iGuy, I'm gonna put Ditto right next to him. Ditto's powers are so stupid. It's just Echo, but worse. He's Echo, but without the Sonic Screech ability. He gets weaker with each clone that splits off of him, and all the clones feel pain. Ditto's trash. You're trash. Now, way big. Opposite end of the spectrum. Opposite end of the spectrum. Right here. Opposite end of the spectrum. There's a spectrum where one end is Ditto and then the opposite end is Waybig. Waybig is on that spectrum. On the Waybig side, if you couldn't tell. Waybig is cool, dude. He's giant dude. He's giant man. You telling me you don't like giant man? What's wrong with you? Get out of here. Leave. Leave the planet. I'll help you pack. Hold on. If this flag offends you, I'll help you pack. What's something you love about Waybig? He's Waybig. If Ben ever turns into Waybig, the fight is over. Like, Ben wins. Unless, of course, it's against Dagon, but we don't talk about that, because that was a stupid fight. Now that we're done with the classic aliens, and everyone already wants to burn me at the stake, let's go to the Alien Force, which, I have to say, might have some of the most consistently awesome designs in the entire series. Except for these two. Get those. First of all, we have Swampfire! Everyone likes Swampfire. Like, if you don't like Swampfire, I'll stab you. You're weird, and that's why I'm gonna kill you. Swampfire, easy as. Swampfire is on everyone's top 5 for aliens. Not on mine, but he's on everyone else's. Echo. Pretty good. Gotta say, I don't like him that much, but that's just because I despise children. And Echo is literally just a child that can duplicate. Like, all he does is look ugly and scream. Every Ben 10 alien born after the classic series can't fight. All they know is look ugly, duplicate, run around, and scream. Anyways, Echo, pretty solid. Apart from these two accursed wretches, that's probably one of the lowest an Alien Force alien will go. Humongosaur, though. Why would I not put Humongosaur in S? No, give me a single reason why Humongosaur isn't one of the best aliens. Exactly! Like, I don't need to even explain. Let's move on to Jetray. Jetray is very cool, I am gonna say. However, he's also very stupid. Flying stingray with lasers that could go faster than light. That's really funny. Overall, pretty solid. Have to go above Echo. Big Chill. Big Chill is one of the most A-tier aliens I've ever seen. There is not a single not A-tier thing about Big Chill. His voice just sounds awesome, too. Big Chill. It sounds like someone got punched in the gut, but is still trying to sound threatening. Chromastone fits in the same label. Chromastone is easily A-tier. He's Diamond Head Jesus, which I thought was already Diamond Head, considering he's right above him. So I think they didn't do ultimates for every alien, because one, it's just a lot of aliens, and two, they would eventually have to get to Diamond Head, who would just be Chroma Stone. Anyway, that brings us to Brainstorm. Brainstorm is the objectively better smart guy. He's just awesome. Look at him. He's crap. He is crap. Buh. Side text. Anyways, next we got Spider Monkey. I'm gonna be doing the voices for all these aliens from now on. Now, Spider Monkey, again, pretty alright. One thing I don't like about Spider Monkey is, though, he is so ugly. Honestly, Spider Monkey's cool. His powers are awesome. His design looks cool. He is so ugly, and that's holding him back. Next up, we have Goop. How do I do a Goop voice? Goop is just Goop. What do you want me to say about it? Goop! What? That's it. That's all there is to him. It's Goop. What do you want? Alien X. This gamer has sparked so many debates on the interwebs because of his nigh omnipotence. Anything any of your characters can do, Alien X can do better. Except the reboot where he gets jumped by Legos and forearms and nobody yells, but we don't talk about that very often. Anyways, Alien X. Everyone likes it. I had to say bottom A tier. I think my favorite thing about Alien X is how it impacts Ben's character. Like, every single time Ben chooses not to use Alien X, it's just like an impact on his character. And that's just good. Really good. Insightful commentary here, Snorlax. Alien X is good, and Ben is good. But anyway, there's not much to say about Alien X that people haven't already said before. But anyways, here we have these things. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know what Lodestar does. Lodestar has magnetic abilities that can repel, attract, and magnetize any metallic object. He's a magnet? He's a magnet. You guys really like this? He's a magnet. No, you're going to F tier. And Nanomech... No. Anyways, now, I've been waiting for this one. My parents are gonna be so confused by this video. Wrath? Best alien. Like, I don't even need to elaborate. Let me tell you something, loyal viewer. Wrath is the best alien in the series, regardless of what you're talking about. I don't care if you like Wild Mutt. Snorlax doesn't care if you like Wild Mutt. Snorlax likes Wrath! But anyway, that's done with the Alien Force, and I think my criminal record has significantly decreased after the classics. So let's go down to Ultimate Alien. Wait, what are these guys doing here? Yeah, I don't know why the Ultimates are here, but like, I'm not complaining. Anyways, first of all, we have Water Hazard, who, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like that much. I am not exaggerating when I say they could have put Overflow from the reboot into the Ultimate Alien art style, and it would have been better. And change his voice actor and his whole personality. Basically, make Water Hazard, but like cooler. You get it? Because water can sometimes be cool. Thank you. I'll be here until the day I die. Anyways, next up we have... whatever this thing is. What is it? I need to look this guy up now. I tried to spell there. This guy, yeah. What does Amphibian do? He's got electromancy. Oh, he's also a ghost. It's pretty cool. So Lightning Ghost. Don't like him all that much. Pretty alright. Like, first of all, he's a ghost jellyfish. What do you want me to say about that? And what sucks is that I really like Lightning, but there don't seem to be any Ben 10 aliens that are really good that have lightning powers. I don't know where they could be hiding. Anyways, next we have Armadillo, who, I'm gonna be honest, I thought was introduced in Omniverse. Same with Terraspin and NRG. But you know, they can be here if they want. I ain't judging. Armadillo. Armadillo? He's an armadillo. He looks pretty cool. I've heard a lot of people, like the Ink Tank, say they don't like robotic designs, but I don't know. I think they're pretty cool. If you want to blame anyone for having a robotic design, blame Echo. Look at these guys. Everyone likes these guys, including me. I like these guys. Anyway, Armadillo, I'd say pretty good. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I don't know why I said that. None of this is going in the video. Second thought, why am I even talking right now? There's no reason for me to be leaving this in the video. What am I doing? Down, bikini bottom, how I love this town. Alright, I'm ready to make some poor decisions. I'm very out of shape. Snorlax walk up a staircase challenge. Impossible. Anyways, now we have Terraspin, who is essentially a Koopa Troopa after getting jumped on. I don't know, man. He's just a... he just spins. All he is... he's a C. N-R-G is G. Give him an F just for that joke. I don't really like him. It's just a box, and then when you open him, he's like red. NRG has to go down there with Terraspin. In fact, I'm pretty sure Amphibian, Armadillo, and Terraspin come from a game, and that's why they feel like they come from a game. But Fast Track, though... I love Fast Track. Fast Track, by all means, is worse in every way than Accelerate. He doesn't get as much screen time, he doesn't do as much, he's not as fast, but his design makes me feel like he's a speedster. That's what a speedster should look like, Accelerate! Clockwork. I don't know how this guy sounds. What is there to say about Clockwork? He's very cool. I realize most of this video is just gonna boil down to me being like, oh man, this guy's cool, S. Oh man, I don't know what to say about this guy, C. Oh man, this guy sucks, F. But like, Clockwork, it's awesome. It's kind of up there with like Big Chill and Chroma Stone of being like, you just have to put him in A. But it's like, you just have to put him in high B. And I really like Clockwork, but I wouldn't feel right putting him in A. Honestly, I was about to yell this guy's name, like Ben usually does, but I don't know his name. Isn't his name like Chameleon? That's stupid. I hate him. Edel. That's stupid. I hate him. Edel is like, it's just worse up Chuck, innit? Honestly, I might have to put him back where I joked about. Jerry Rig. What is he? Now, look at the stark difference between these two. I'll probably come up with a joke for every time I rotate between the two. Jerry Rig gets a higher status just because of his Omniverse version, but that status is not very high. Now we're into the Ultimates. Ultimate Swampfire. Ultimate Swampfire looks cool, but just not cool enough. Like, just normal Swampfire is better than him. And if you don't know what Ultimates are, they're basically the Mega Evolutions of Ben 10. So basically, with these specific aliens, Ben is able to get an ultimate feature, which basically puts them in a war zone for 1,000,000 years. And what they evolve into is what Ben transforms into. And the rule with Ultimate Aliens is there's a color palette swap and a trade-off. Ultimate Humongosaur, he's green now. The trade-off is he can't grow anymore, but he has a gun. And I think that more than makes up for it. Ultimate Cannonbolt. He's blue now. The trade-off is he's not yellow anymore. Ultimate Wild Monkey. No. Moving on to Ultimate Spider Monkey. He's Donkey Kong with Doc Ock tentacles. How can I not give him A status? He's awesome. There's not really much to say about Ultimate Spider Monkey other than he's Donkey Kong with Doc Ock tentacles. So let's move on to Ultimate Humongosaur is just awesome. He's one of my favorite Ultimates. Not only does he look cool, but he's just really funny. This guy was like the ultimate alien, as like Humongosaur was the alien in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. A lot of aliens in that sentence. A lot of aliens on this list. I wonder why. I love how Ultimate Humongosaur was just like, alright, his trade-off, he can't grow anymore, but he has he has a gun. And people always like to say that like, Oh, well, that's stupid and unoriginal. Why would they just give him a missile launcher? It doesn't make any sense. But are you telling me if you were put in a war zone for 1,000,000 years, you wouldn't grow missile launchers? What I thought. He's A tier. Man, the more I go through these aliens, the more I realize that the originals were kind of stinky in comparison. Now we go to Ultimate Big Chill, who is very cool. Ultimate Big Chill is just a menace. This is fire so cold it burns. He said that. That's 3 oxymorons in one sentence, and it's awesome. He's A tier. On to Ultimate Echo Echo, my beloved. This ultimate is the best ultimate. He looks awesome, first of all. Robot man with sonic disc. He held back a supernova and no-diffed Ultimate Kevin. I don't even know how to top Ultimate Echo Echo. Certainly not with these 3. Ultimate Cannonbolt gets a bad rep, alright? People always like to say, oh, his design is so unoriginal, he doesn't even get anything new. You try and make an evolved version of Cannonbolt. He's a ball. One thing I would have liked, though, is the little protrusions on his shoulders and stuff. I wish those were like mines. I wish they had leaned more into like a mine aspect and had him explode upon contact. Overall, pretty good. Ultimate Wild Mutt. No. Like, we don't even have to talk about Ultimate Wild Mutt, right? We all in agreement? Awesome. Ultimate Waybig. I like Ultimate Waybig's design. He looks really cool. If you don't know, Waybig is inspired by a Japanese superhero known as Ultraman. He even does it in the same way Waybig does. Ultimate Waybig is designed off of a different Ultraman, and I think the color scheme on Ultimate Waybig looks really cool. However, the only fight Ultimate Waybig's ever been in was cringe. I understand it was like to show how powerful Dagon is, that an ultimate version of one of Ben's strongest aliens getting no-diffed. But I wish they would have shown how powerful Ultimate Waybig was before. Like, they were struggling with like a big enemy. Big guy. Big bad dude. So Ben had to use Ultimate Waybig and he just like no-diffed him. I wish they would have done that. And then shown how powerful Dagon is by having him rock Ultimate Waybig so hard. But they didn't. They just had him laid out in a puddle like future Gohan. Great ultimate. Trash fight. Now we move on to a good series. Just like the rest of the series, fight me on this. I have an entire hot take about this on my previous video. Watch it right now. I am no longer asking. Starting off with a big dude. We got Shock Squatch. Everyone likes Shock Squatch. He's like the forearms of Omniverse. Or at least he should have been. He should have been the forearms of Omniverse. They should have overutilized him. Like, overall, very good alien. I have to put him in A, right next to Big Chill. Anyways, now we have everyone's favorite boy, Bloxx.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Feedback! Bloxx. Feedback! Bloxx. I like Bloxx. You know what? No. Hello, everybody. Future Snorlax is back to expose an injustice that I did myself back when I first made this video. And I'm here to correct it, and I'm here to fix it, and I already said that. I said Bloxx is like A. And that's not true at all. He's higher. And to prove that to you, I'm going to go back into the tier list. And, sorry about that. Sorry, those aren't important. That always happens. To prove that to you, we're back in the tier list where I'm going to give Bloxx a new ranking. Can't actually put him back, so he stays here for now. Alright, here's my thing. Lego Gorilla. That is all. You have the strength of a silverback gorilla alien monster with the versatility of Legos. This guy can tank lasers, re-entry to orbit, and can make fun slides for children. That's so cool! What is going on with this McDonald's ad? Is it okay? But like, I'm convinced if people hate this alien, they just hate like fun. This alien is so fun. Like, anytime I see Bloxx, I just think he's just... He makes me happy. Alright? This is like just a thing I needed to say. And that's why Bloxx goes into S. Right there. You can't stop this. Anyways, that's gonna be Future Snorlax out once more. Gravitag. Easy A. There are just some aliens that you know where to put them. You know to put them in A. like Chroma Stone, Way Big, Gravitack, Shock Squatch, Big Jim. Anyways, next we have Crash Hopper. I don't know why I said that like musical SpongeBob. Crash Hopper is very cool. I feel like people didn't like Crash Hopper as much as they should have. Kind of like Bloxx, and a certain someone we'll get to. I'd say Crash Hopper right next to Bloxx. I just like him. It's fun. Unlike Ball Weevil. Like, what does he do? He makes ball. Like, there's not even anything to say about him. He's just ball. Let's move on to a more interesting character. Like, the fish. I don't even know his name. Hold on. The fish guy. This guy. Waka Trout. What does he do? Oh, hey, what's Waka Trout's species name? Oh, it's only the... He's just a fish. 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 Honestly, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna have to give him a high C tier. Now we have this guy. I forgot their name. I know what they do. They're a fairy that can fly around and put people to bed. Maybe there's something more about them that I'm missing, like their name. I don't really like them. They're going under the fish. Moustache? This is quite unprecedented. I know you're gonna kill me for this, God, but I love Mustache. He's so funny. He's a mole with a mustache he can shape into boxing gloves that talks like Alfred Pennyworth. And, not to mention, actually, I'm gonna save that for later. This is just my thing. Just let me have this one. Oh man, this guy is the worst. Don't like him. He's just ugly. I know he's supposed to be, but like he's ugly. I know that's his goal, but like I still don't like him for it. Kickin' Hawk! As we've seen before, I'm pretty fond of the pro wrestler type build. My headphones just did a 360 off of my head. I don't even know how that happened. So, Kickin' Hawk, right? He's a hawk that kickins. I like Kickin' Hawk a lot. I think that's gonna be my thing with a lot of these guys. It's just, they're just funny. Like, the Alien Force aliens overall, I think are the best. But I really like the Omniverse aliens a lot. The Alien Force aliens were trying to be good. The Omniverse aliens were trying to be Omniverse aliens. It's funny. I like them. Except for Ball Weevil. Kickin' Hawk, I'd have to say, is A. Now we have Toepick. Is that really his name? I never liked that his superpower is just he's ugly. You're not special, bro. So am I. Get to D tier with Goop and Ball Weevil. Next we have Astrodactyl. No. Anyway, now we have Bullfrag. I don't know. He looks like he's trying. You're going with Amphibian. Next we have... What are you? What does he do? Gutrot's innards contain various gaseous elements, making him a, quote, walking chemical laboratory. Gutrot has the ability to make compounds of almost any type, and expel them with gas from the various nozzles in his body for both offense and defense. Yeah, so he's pretty cool. He's like a laboratory that just looks ugly. Put him next to Cannonball. Next up we have Vampire. Vampire is like weird. He feels like an Anor alien in which he's kind of mid, but he also has like Omniverse charm to him. Put him next to NRG, why don't we? And finally we have Atomics, who is really cool. I have to put him in A. But like the thing is with Atomics is he's just awesome. I really, really like the whole, like, Ace and the whole powerhouse aliens. I feel like Atomics is just, like, just enough. Atomics isn't as powerful as, like, Alien X. And he's not, like, as big as Way Big. He feels like just enough. And I don't know how else to describe it. You know, he's no Wrath. So, like, I'm not gonna compliment him too much. But anyways... yeah, that's it. Yo, Future Snorlax coming back in one last time. Apparently I was smoking crack when I made this tier list, and got it just completely wrong. So here's the completed tier list for your viewing pleasure. Oh, yeah, one more thing. I'm gonna be doing this exact same thing later with my buddy Axelo. So if you want to see us argue about if Fast Track really is S tier, he is, then stick around and, I don't know, maybe like subscribe? I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but please. But other than that, I've got nothing else to say, so make sure to stay alive out there and I'll see ya.